I guess we're ready. Let's hope we're ready. Welcome back, Spellcaster University. Way overdue. Hopefully part 4 of Volcano in the Chaos Challenge. We'll be able to wrap it up today. It may even take less than an hour. We're pretty far along. Let's see. So we're doing the Chaos Challenge, trying to get the Astral Clock into as a random component of our Alchemy deck by completing this whole campaign with the challenge of I can't even remember what we're sacrificing as part of the Chaos Challenge. Let's see. One way to remind myself of that is if we do a new campaign thing here. Let me get my big fat head out of the way. And Chaos Challenge. Magical aberrations are twice as common and take twice as long to disappear. Okay, so we're going to continue with chaos. Let's see, what else? No news, no new followers or subscribers. But, you know, I'm never on, so why would there be? We're not quite done yet. So let's get started and continue the chaos. Big hat. It's funny. Oh, almost as funny as my hair. Careful, hat. You're going to get injured down there. All right, then. I wish I had more news. If this is over fast enough, I will probably do a quick changeover and do a little pray as well. I'm jonesing for my pray. I've got lately been playing a game called The Good Life. It's not great. I'm pretty sure I got it for less than $2. It's currently $10 on Steam. The graphics are about as good as you would expect from something that came out around the same time as Half-Life. And basically, you inherit this business and you think you're going to be living the high life, but you get there and find out it's just a rundown water taxi service. And so you make money taxiing people around in this ridiculous archipelago. And yeah, some of the geology is ridiculous. And you buy properties to get rent, and you can buy more boats, which I think you get like rental fees from those even when you're not driving them. And do a little scuba diving for treasure, some fishing, avoid weather hazards, avoid pirates. It's not great, but, you know, for something casual, I've been enjoying it. It's kind of embarrassing that I've been enjoying it. So I wanted to look at this Pegasus real quick, because right down here in the corner, just to remind me, I don't have any place to put that. We're on year 15. It's winter, so I believe we just had our graduates, and we've got some new students coming in. I see a bit of graffiti right here, and as always, when you do a saved game and return, everything is dirty. So let's use, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we've got 2 cleaning potions just right there. If we look at our current efficiency on the portal room, it's at plus 252, which is pretty good, but, you know, it's also level 22. It's definitely not 1,000. God, I missed that. All right, so let's apply 1 cleaning potion, as it's still a little dingy, and that gets us to efficiency 266. Ugh. Every little bit helps, right? And another cleaning potion, and that gets us to 271. It automated or updated without me clicking on it again. So I think if we had the scale somewhere, that might have made it so that 1 cleaning potion was enough, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see. And for cleaning potions, again, they're not broken like they used to be, so you can only get your so much benefit from the cleaning potions. It maxes out. But we will be making cleaning potions with either mandragora root or millywing feather, and then both of these combinations have alcohol and paraffin hat. So we're going to want to keep making them, so that anytime there's graffiti or whatever, then we can get rid of those. Up here in this library, we can see there's I don't know what you would call this, a fire, magical fire, I guess, which reduces the efficiency of the room, also prevents students from using it while the fire is active until the teacher comes to put it out. In order to get rid of that, we could make a void potion. Yeah, a void potion. If we had unicorn horn, cheese, and feather, or unicorn horn, alcohol, and feather. So both the alcohol and the feather we can use for cleaning potions. So I kind of don't want to make the void potions because I want to be able to continue making cleaning potions. But when we have cleaning potions on standby, then, you know, why not? I think we discovered last time that when you do a dungeon, once your graduates are up for graduation, I believe they're ineligible for a dungeon crawl at that point. So if you're trying to max out your students for your dungeon crawls, then you want to keep an eye on what season it is, and not long after it's fall, you want to go on that dungeon trip. All right, so library, observatory, or ruins. I'm going to go with the library. We've got all three of our challenges. We had Old Alliance, so we had to visit the dwarves and get our reputation up with them to 90, which we've done. We had to graduate 6 pet demon breeders, which, you know, the difficulty there is, I think they only had to be like level 2 or 3 in each of these: enchantment, demonology, and beast magic. But that's 3 different colors or general schools of magic. And then arcane specialist, which we've got 119,000 out of the 8,000 that we needed. So not double, but, you know, significantly more than we needed. Interdimensional room is tempting, but we do have it up over 20 now, so I'm going to do the Elementalist Dojo. As I always mention, one of the important things, or one reason why I prioritize the interdimensional room and then put demonology learning items in it, is so that more students will be eligible for the Sign of the Eldest amulet, so that when those students graduate, the Lord of Evil is pushed back 1%, although I think it's 0.6%. And looking at this gauge at the top here, we can see the Lord of Evil's already up to about 80-85% progress, and that's after we just graduated some students. So this is probably going to fill up pretty quick. But the more students that have that Sign of the Eldest, the more you push the Lord of Evil's progress back when... Oh, it's the Elementalist Dojo, which is over here. So once this gauge fills, this level is over. And from the look of it, I'm barely going to be able to take it off pause before we're going again. I probably shouldn't have spent that. Looks like I still have enough money left over. Private bedroom, alchemy room. Since we don't have an alchemy room, we don't want one because the generalization rooms are harder to upgrade because they come from the gold pile. So you get less opportunities to upgrade them. And if you're pulling from the gold pile, you probably want something that's not a classroom. So private apartment for teachers or private bedroom for students. I'm going to get the private apartments so that we can upgrade one that we have. And I think, yeah, we've got 2. So that teachers will spend less time in there. Get back to class. All right. Let's recruit these new students. Keeping an eye out for Chatty. We'll probably reject anyone who's Chatty. This one is a deep one, so when they graduate in 3 years, which unlikely that will last that long, that will also press the Lord of Evil back by a percentage equal to however much prestige they gain in their graduation. I'm going to put them right here, and it looks like the game is lagging out. I'm not embarrassed for me, I'm embarrassed for the game. And this is a fresh computer restart. I get the feeling that we're going to have to restart the game. I don't think there were any updates that were due, but then it's also possible that the game has updated since the last time I saved game and is therefore broken. It's a possibility. It worked. All right, so this one is Chatty. Oh, look at all these positive traits. So comical. You want comical students. Yeah, reduces boredom of students in there. But they're chatty, so I'm going to get rid of them. Chatty, for those who don't know, slows down the learning rate of students in the same room. So we don't want to slow down our student learning rate. So we've got alchemy, shadow, light. I think I'm going to put them in here. And let's go. And kick it up to speed 3. And see if we can watch. Oh, guinea pig's back. And I was going to say, let's watch this gauge fill to see how much time we think we have. All right, so guinea pig. Royal Bastion is at 86%, so we will lose our plus 75 if we go. Well, I think so. That's what we're gonna do it anyway. So we're gonna ask the Lord of the Realm to attack the Lord of Evil, which will cost us 15 reputation and push him back 3%. So as I click here, keep an eye on that gauge so you can see how far it pushes him back. Not a lot. 3% is 3% after all. Something else just came in down here. 2 alchemical reagents, so that'll give us more alchemy mana. Got some light mana to spend. Wow. So even though we've gotten the interdimensional room up to level, we've got 20, was it 24 levels there? We only have the righteous cloister up to 11. It seems like it does not show up in the deck as often as it should. And typically, if I have to choose between the Hero's Chapel and the Righteous Cloister, I'll choose the Righteous or the Hero's Chapel, because for dungeon crawlers, you want everyone to have maxed out heroism, but you only need one maxed out righteous or sacred magic for healing. Not much to do here, except watch that clock tick out. Let's upgrade the crypt. Go with the temporal room. I thought it was time to do something, but it was not. And let's take a look at this student right here. They are working on their portal magic, and it's almost up to level 4. There's a slight sliver here, so when I take the brakes off, yeah, they fill that. Oh, they are learning fast. I like that. So the idea is I want anyone that goes into that room to get to level 5, just because, well, they need to be level 1 in order to get the Sign of the Eldest amulet, but the way I have it set up, we'll get this Chamber of Truth. But oh man, lots of stuff here. But 5 is better because it gives you more future or graduation options, more likelihood of being a archmage. So unicorn horn. Do we have any alcohol? I'm trying to remember. So if we have unicorn horn, alcohol, and millywing feather, and we have millywing feather, we have unicorn horn, but I don't think we have alcohol at the moment. So I can't make a void potion even if I wanted to. I kind of do want to. All right, nature mana, greenhouse, pig chamber. We're going to go with pig chamber, which is supposed to speed up how quickly the guinea pig returns so that we can... I wonder if it would be worth building a second guinea pig tower. Let's take a look here. If we look at the tower, up to 3 students can use the pig chamber to communicate with the outside world and speed up communications with factions. Oh, if it'll let me. It will not let me build another one. Yeah, there's no place. Oh, actually, there might be a place off to the side. I think it also won't let you build it on the ground floor. It might be that it only lets you build one guinea pig tower, which would be a smart move. Let's see, demonic chamber or assassin's arena? We'll go with assassin's arena. Door between worlds or temporal room. I already have one door between worlds, which is good for one conversation that might happen with the Lord of Evil, but I put it in the what's this room called? The enchantment room, enchantment workshop, because it gives a bonus for portal magic and enchantment magic learning. And I don't want to put it in the... So it doesn't passively teach, it gives you a bonus to your learning. And I don't want to put it in the enchantment room because I want the tentacle here so that students will be learning demonology, because that's the other half of the sign of the eldest equation. I've gone over this dozens of times. You guys know this. I doubt highly that anyone is seeing this video without having seen any of my other Spellcaster University videos. Guinea pig is back, so Royal Bastion's only up to 74%. We could take a chance and go to the orc camp, which costs us 40 reputation, but I think it pushes him back a little bit further. It might be 12%. But we're already down to 62 with them, and when they're over 75 reputation, all card costs are reduced by 5%, so that's a pretty good bonus. Whereas getting more gold when we recruit new students, and we're not going to be recruiting that many new students. So going with the kingdom is a slightly better choice. So once again, so we can get some reputation, but more than anything, we need to push... Wow, he's right up to the castle. More than anything, we need to push back the Lord of Evil's progress. Okay, I don't want any of these, so I'm going to grab the Pegasus and sell it for 50 light mana. And we've got more students, which they're not going to have time to learn anything, so I might as well just reject them all, but I get a little bit of gold. Yeah, worst case scenario, they die and I lose prestige, but prestige only affects this level, or this map location. This show is almost over. So Alchemy Apprentice, I'll put him in here. Child of the Light, Child of Nature, chosen by light. So that's a perfect fit for up here. Also chosen by the light, allergic to crustaceans. Yeah, we could go there. Down to earth, so maybe here or here. Let's go here. Shadow, chosen by the light, procrastinator down to... Yeah, I'm going to go here. Well off, smart, well behaved, light, blah, blah, blah. And we'll go up there. Alright, so looking at this Lord of Evil progress. Oh man, he is just closing in like gangbusters. Guardian. Guardian is really good, and I almost always get it when I can. But we're so late that I don't think that it's going to help much. We have several stables. I could add another stable, which would give us 3 more slots for familiars or pets, whatever you want to call them. Got a little gold we can spend, but that would leave us with less than 200, and our bill might come due, so I'm going to hold off on that. So I'm just thinking, what can I do to reduce the progress of the Lord of Evil? At this point, nothing. We could go on a dungeon crawl, and I'm going to do that before... I'm going to try to do that before the clock ticks out. Pig Chamber, obviously. My friend Navarius prioritizes Pig Chamber through the whole map level. I tend to wait until like year 6 or 7 or 10 and then apply it every time I get it. So the benefit is smaller at that point, and he's probably right. But, you know, in a management sim, which is what this is, it's always a matter of prioritizing different things based on what the need in the game is at any given point. All right, so she's going to say probably something about we're going to have to, yeah. The armies of evil draw closer. This is the student representative. Professor, we have learned that the forces of evil are drawing close to the school. All students are ready to evacuate on your order. The top gauge indicates the progress of evil. Try to finish as many objectives as possible before they get here. Ooh, we're up to about 93% there. Don't worry, we'll build a new university. And we've got some more gold now. Teacher's Lounge, Arcane Room. So this is a generalized room, but since I drew it early, because I didn't have any other arcane rooms, I went and drew it. But now every time it comes up, I almost have to take it because it's so hard to upgrade. We could also do Teacher's Lounge or private apartments for teachers. I'm going to go ahead and get the Arcane Room. And it should be down here somewhere. There it is. And keeping an eye on that progress. We've got more stuff to buy here. We already have the Arcane Staff maxed out because we have a legendary spellbook which lowers the level requirement by 1, and since we've leveled this up to level 2, that also lowers the level requirement by 1, so that brings this level 3 requirement down to level 1, and you can't get lower than 1. So anyway, again, we've covered that before. On the off chance that someone new is here, demonic horns. So these are also maxed out. We've got it to level 2, and we have the level requirement additionally reduced. So I really don't want any of these things. I don't like the pentacle. I mean, it has the benefit that if the teacher and the student are both bad, or bad being evil, then they have a sympathy to each other and the student learns faster. Ritual components, active teachers in this room, so I guess I can put it in this trophy room, which is surrounded by teacher rooms. Teacher apartment, teacher's lounge, and bright staff refectory. So the staff is the teachers. This sliver is pretty low, so let's go to the map and see if we can put together a team. All right, start with heroism. All right, we've got 1, 2, heroism is the first one. I always get these two confused, heroism and sacred. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 students with level 5 heroism. I've got a couple of them that also have level 5 protective magic. We've got a necromancer at level 5 here, so we probably want them on the front line, especially since they have retaliation as well. We've got petrification here, magical ink. So I do not have an ideal team. This one does have the protective glyphs, but they don't, and 5 in herbalism, which is nice, and 5 in necromancy. So I am tempted to put this one on the front line because they have I want to see how the protective glyphs work actually, and you do too, don't you? So we're going to put them there. And this one would be good on the front line because they have the paralysis. This one would be good on the front line because they have the necromancy. Oh, and I need to change their spell from... See, they have the option for Elemental Storm as their attack spell. If we look at that, the benefit of Elemental Storm is it does 2 times elementalism damage to two random enemies. So you're doing 2 elementalism damage to 2 different enemies, so 20 damage per round, assuming that there's more than one there, because I don't think it'll attack the same one twice. I've never tested that, but I don't think so. And it's random, so the more enemies there are, the less likely you are to kill any one enemy in any given round. So there's a little bit of a Wheel of Fortune at play there. The necromancy only does up to 10 damage, but it's going to be whoever's closest. Yeah, damage the closest. So you get that benefit. Plus they recover health from whoever they damage. So I prefer necromancy to elementalism or elemental storm, even though elemental storm can do more damage. Wild Fury is really good because it inflicts additional damage each time, increases each turn by your druidism value. So if they have 5 druidism, let's see, inflicts druidism damage. So if they have 5 in druidism, that's going to be 5, and then in the next round it's going to be 10, and then in the next round it's going to be 15. And I think it maxes out at 10 rounds. I'm not sure about that. But still, that's, what, is that 50? Or is that 45? I guess it's 50. So, and then Petrification is good, because it does up to 10 damage with an up to 50% chance of paralyzing whoever it attacks for 1 turn. So, that's kind of nice. Kinda. That's really nice. And then so there's only 4 attacks. It's Wild Fury. Light Magic doesn't have an attack, although it does have retaliation, which allows you to counterattack with whatever your attack spell is. Necromancy, Elemental Storm, and Petrification. And this Ruin Magic, I haven't really gotten to see it at work, so you get a Protective Ruin, gives 3 times your Ruin Magic shield points at the start of combat, does not remain from one battle to another. So, I think the student that we have has 3 in Ruin Magic, is that right? Yeah, 3 in Ruin Magic, so they're going to have a magic shield of 9 at the start of the battle. And I imagine that that's just going to be like a separate health field. And then they'll also have... I guess it's 5. This is a little confusing. It's showing that the necromancy is the spell, but then it's also showing the protective magic up here. Okay, so you can only have one. Some spells are active, some are passive. And there we go. So we're going to get necromancy on both of them. Both of these only have 10 health, so that's a bit of a problem. And neither one... Oh, this one has +1 damage against monsters because they're courageous. I could switch all of the students into to a house that offers the courageous bonus, but not that worried about it. There are upgrades that allow students to have more health. None of these seem to have that. Okay, this one does. So being unbreakable gives him 15 instead of 10 health. And once you get up to like threat level 30, 35, that comes in handy. We're going to take him out though because he does have 5 in Wild Fury. And he has 4 in Heroic Armor. So he might be better on the front line than, say, well, really, I don't know either one. But we could also put him in the back row. Problem being, these two in the front are going to get attacked the most. And there's nothing here for sorting by health. Alright, so we're kind of limited as to what we can do here. We've got a 4 in Wild Fury, a 5 in Petrification, so we would probably go with Petrification. Or the... and those both have pretty good... oh, this one doesn't have Retaliation. Whereas... this one does. Nope, it doesn't. This one does, but they don't have a level 5 attack. This one has a level 5 attack. So I'm tempted to put Pumpkinhead here in the front row. And oh, and he only had, so we're going to put him, her, in the back row. Was it this one? I've already forgotten. Yeah, this one was here. This one, yeah, we'll put it in the front row. Also only 10 health. And then we need a healer. So that's going to be someone with level 5 Sacred Magic. Protective Ritual. Wow, I'm missing out on this level 5 Paralysis. Only has level 2 in Healing. And that's as good as that gets. So we're going to put them here. So this is not a great team. And we're going to change this to Protective. We're going to change this to... Since they're on the back row, the elementalism is a little more tempting. I think I'm actually going to use that. They don't have the paralysis. So, not a great team, but, you know, what are we going to do? Nothing? Let's activate the log so we can keep track of the details of what's going on. Archmage Septimus's Tower. Septimus, ex-master of Archmage Posthumus. Has that always been that? Posthumous? As in after death? Posthumous? Has since become known for his paranoia. His old tower is filled with treasures, but also with his many treacherous traps and evil creatures tasked with defending the old Archmage's territory. Let's go forward. Bing! Alright. Arcane Mirror. In the center of the room stands a tall mirror. This item is truly marvelous. You can feel the arcane energy flowing through it. Given enough time, we could drain its magical essence, although it runs the risk of attracting all sorts of dangerous creatures that can sense changes in the arcane canvas. So we've got all our options available. So we need that mana, and we can get some arcane mana for the school. And we'll battle 3 creatures at level 1. Too risky, move along, we gain nothing. Or we should be able to extract this mana very efficiently. Since we have the spellbook Higher Magic spellbook, we can get more mana. Yeah, we can get 25% more mana and fight the same creatures. Or we could get light magic instead of arcane magic. So let's go ahead and get the arcane magic and fight! She looked like she did a one-shot on that one. And I meant to... I can't remember which one of these has the... This one has the protective glyphs. But I put them in the back row for some reason. I I don't know. So that's probably why they have 19 shield instead of 10 shield. Or 9 shield, 10 shield, yeah. Anyway, let's go forward. Opulent Room. Now these have yellow borders on them, so I'm not sure why that is. Opulent Room. You step into a luxuriously decorated room with tall bookcases surrounding an ebony desk. The walls are covered with many beautiful portraits, and there are several intriguing mechanical items laid out on pedestal tables. A large chest sits on a red cushion. It's a trap! Everything's a trap. Let's see. Let's see if these bookcases hold interesting books. And so we can get the card spell book, which increases gives your students a chance to specialize in a random school of magic. Mysterious Blueprints has a chance of making your students smarter. Or, let's see. These small items seem very precious, so we can get the Criticality Prism, which is a nice... students in that room have a chance of receiving a critical hit of learning, so they can get a sudden burst of learning. Oh, I love big chests. I think that's a dirty joke. Draw the armed chest, which I can't remember what it does. I don't remember it being particularly good. Also get some gold. And draw the painting card. Grab the first thing we can and get out of here. The painting card, which is kind of nice. We have a painting in one of our student halls. I think I'm going to try to get this Criticality Prism. Will immediately trigger a new encounter without the possibility of running away. So something's going to attack us red-handed. You hear a booming voice behind you as you are busy plundering. I see we have some guests. You turn around and find the exit blocked by a lich and some cultists. Yay, the Lord of Evil asked us to grab something. So then we lose 10 reputation with the Lord of Evil, but we get the plane telescope. So that's pretty good. And we can only do this because we have 80 reputation with the Lord of Evil's faction. Let's see. Quick, let's make our way to the exit, in which case we fight level 2 cultists. And we'll stay a bit longer, thank you very much. Still some plundering to do, in which case we get the painting and the card scale, which makes your potions more stronger. But then we have to fight level 17 enemies instead of level 2. So it's a little tempting, but I think I'd rather just get the plane telescope and not do combat so that we can last a little bit longer. All right, forward. We're only up to threat level 4. The Wandering Architect. A heavily armored dwarven warrior hails you. She twirls her large sword. She explains how she has been studying the architecture around here in hopes of becoming a master builder, but needs some protection while she takes notes. Killing goblins is quite distracting. Why, yes, we will protect you, or good luck. So let's go ahead and protect her. Ribbed vaults. So we're missing something here. We don't have a total in elementalism of at least 10. Which, yeah, this one has 5, and that's... So we have a total of 5. The Dwarven warrior is taken with excitement as she looks at the roof to discover its gigantic ribbed vaults, which are apparently fascinating. It's up to you to get rid of the 2 trolls that live here. So arm your spells. We combat 2 level 1 trolls. Or cheese it and lose 5 prestige. And let's just go ahead and fight. Alright, so this student attacked with the insect swarm, which happens to have... Wow, 40 health, which happens to have paralyzed both of these trolls for the first round. Alright, there's a necromancy hit for 10, and another necromancy hit for 11. And, okay, the elementalism worked out that time. We got the shield spell cast. So, alright, there we go. Gnomish Flying Buttress. You like to say buttress, don't you? You are barely finished with the trolls when the dwarf has wanders. I don't think that was me. You are barely finished with the trolls when the dwarf has wanders away. Okay, that's a bad, is it translation error or I don't know, whatever. to admire a flying buttress, which, according to her, is from an ancient gnomish civilization. This is all well and good, except for the nearby group of creatures who don't seem to give a flying buttress about architecture. So, we can fight 3 level 1 enemies. Or, again, we can cheese it, lose 5 prestige. Or, if we had at least 10 in ruins, let's raise a runic wall until the dwarf is done studying. So, then we just wouldn't have to fight. So, let's fight! Wow, they're all paralyzed this time. This demon has 20 shield and 20 health, as well as 1 in damage mitigation from armor. Okay, now this one has 2 attacks, but okay, it did attack twice. So I guess if the elementalism attack, if there's only 1 enemy, it can attack it twice. Good to know. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. This is Shayla. So Shayla casts a fireball at the demon, which inflicts 11 damage. Armor blocks 1 damage. Shayla heals J. Villaberquin. Alright. For 5 health. Shayla uses Blood Pact to allow Sonar to act. Alright. Remind me, how does Blood Pact work again? So it's from demonology. After each action, you have an up to 50% chance, depending on your level, 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50% chance, to allow the adjacent student to cast a spell. Alright, so uses Blood Pact to allow Sontar to act, but I don't see an action from Sontar. That's down here. And then Shayla Schaub casts Fireball at the demon for another 11. Armor blocks 1, so that was 20 health. And then, heals Jay again for 5. That's interesting. So I think because they got to attack twice, they got to heal twice as well. Let's reread healing. Maybe I misunderstood how that works. The student on the same column recovers herbalism, so the level of herbalism, so up to 5 health points at the start of each action. Okay, and so then he had 2 actions, or active spells, and each time did healing. Alright, so Sontar heals Maev, who is in front here, for 2, because Sontar, I believe, only has 2. Yeah, only has 2 in healing herbs. And then Sontar gives 5 shield points. Should be to everybody, yeah, including herself. And then Shayla Schaub casts again? Or I think I backed up too far. Okay, there's the shield points. And Maev uses Blood Pack on Jay, drains 10 health from the demon. Yeah, and then Jay heals Shayla in the back row for 3 points because he has 3 herbalism. Just making sure I'm understanding what's happening here. And then Jay heals. Yeah, and then the demon has been defeated, and then Jay drains 10 health points from the demon, even though the demon's already been defeated. Something's wrong with this log. Anyway, that's what happened. Mostly. Alright, a giant leap forward for architecture. The dwarf finishes her scribbling and thanks you profusely. She hints that what she learned here represents a major leap forward for architecture. She would like to reward you. Is she cute? Let's see. Actually, our school is in need of renovations, so we can get some room upgrades. Perfect! Could you make our school look better? So, 4 gazebo upgrades and an eternity vase, which I believe increases the chance that new students will be elves. Could you help us build an alchemy wing for our school? So then we get potion workshop, alchemy room, enchantment workshop, and rune script. So upgrades for all of those rooms. Although I'm not sure I have an alchemy room. I could just sell it if I don't. I mean, I wouldn't want to build a new one for reasons I described like 30 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. Or library. So the library gives you 2 bookshelf libraries and 2 library rooms. I think that's how this works. Increases the threat level by 5. I am tempted to go with the alchemy thing here. All of these increase threat level by 5. The library is also tempting. Yeah, I'm going to go with the alchemy. Now we've got 2 celerity cards and 2 fingers of death. Finger of death will kill any monster who's not a boss. And then celerity allows one student to act faster. Which, if we had someone with the fury, the beast magic, the druidism magic inflicts druidism damage to the closest enemy, and increases, that celerity allows them to attack more often. And so that rate goes up faster. Allows student to play twice during each combat round. Use this at the beginning of combat. So, and if they have like the retaliation, or if their neighbor has blood pact, then there's that chance of them acting again. So, good stuff. A life fountain. A large empty room houses a gorgeous fountain covered in plants and flowers. The vital essence flowing through is tangible. Alright, so we can take the energy. My tooltips are out of alignment. There we go. So we can take the energy and get 210 nature mana. Or we can get healing cards for the remainder of our dungeon trip. Or we can get the goldfish, which we don't have room for back at the school. I'm going to grab this. The healing cards restores a student's entire health. So if someone is down on health at the end of a battle, we can revive them before they start their next battle. Although with these two, they've got the necromancy, so they're going to recover some of it anyway. Keep going. We're up to threat level 13. Stone circle. This area is completely overgrown. A crude stone circle stands in the center of the room, and in the middle of the circle shines a small green emerald. Let's get the emerald. Something will happen. Our druids should take time to inspect the monoliths. Okay, so we have at least 4 in druidism. But we don't have anyone using the Wild Fury attack. Anyway, or let's head back. I don't like these stones. So increases the threat level by 5, but we don't trigger any events. So emerald or study the monolith. Let's go ahead and study the monoliths. Seems like something a student would do. Monolithic Troll. Yep. The druids are adamant. These monoliths are sleeping trolls. Large trolls. Large trolls with very rocky features. Alright, so let's attack them while they sleep. Level 2, level 8 trolls, and we gain 560 nature mana. Or we could learn from these venerable trolls, in which case we get 3 nature cards. There's not even a requirement for this. So draw the card Nature Room 3 times, which I don't know if we have a Nature Room to upgrade. I wouldn't want to start one if we don't. Could also sell those cards for 50 nature mana each versus 560 nature mana. And then the Sylvan King's Horns, which allows students to move faster if they earn them. I think that's what it does. I'm tempted to let's take the fight. Alright, we paralyzed one of them. And I can't remember if trolls can heal. A powerful creature capable of shattering your lines of defense and injuring students behind his target. So I don't know if that means they can injure 2 students at the same time, or if they can just bypass the front row and attack the rear. Right, 10 down there. You got to attack twice. So, oh, okay. So maybe it's not that if there's one target, he is allowed to attack twice. Maybe he was allowed to attack twice because of like the blood pact from his neighbor. Right, everyone still has full health. Let's keep going. We're up to threat level 15. Hoof sounds. The next hallway is extremely dark, and you hear the sound of hoofs coming towards you fast. Let's proceed carefully. So we get 2 keys, but we have to fight 2 dark knights at level 15, which I think we can take. They must be dark knights. Let's wait here to fight them in the light, in which case they're level 8, and we get the same keys. This is because we have heroism, totaling at least 5. It's the smarter option. I don't know if it's the more heroic option. Let's see. There's more than dark knights. There's another animal. Let's go see. Because we have beast magic, we have this option. So we still fight them, but we can win a Pegasus card, which we don't need, and they're level 15 instead of 8. Or it's probably not just coconuts banging together. Let's turn around. So run away and increase the threat level by 2. So I think we're going to take the easier fight and get the 2 gold keys. All right, we got our paralysis to land. Both of these guys have armor level of 4, so every time they get hit, damage 4 will be subtracted from the damage. Smoked them. All right. Should we keep going? We're only up to threat level 15. Let's keep going. I think we want to go to at least 35. Well, at least 30. But we'll see. Archmage Septimus's journal. You find a notebook floating above a pedestal with the inscription, "The Private Diary of Archmage Septimus." Archmage Septimus built this tower long ago, so his thoughts could be invaluable. Unfortunately, the book is guarded by a group of particularly large arcane elementals. How many, you ask? How large, you ask? Let's find out. Let's see. Let's get a hold of this book. Wow, so if we just dive in, we have to fight 4 level 22 arcane elementals. I can't remember if they have shields or something. Yeah. Let's see. Or forget the journal. Let's get... also, what do we get? It says it triggers another event without the possibility of running away. Maybe something good, maybe something bad. Maybe something both. Forget the journal. Let's get what we can from this room. The elementals don't seem to care. In which case we can get another plane telescope card as well as some mana for arcane and nature. We don't have at least 10 in elementalism. If we did, we could fight level 2 instead of level 22. Was it 22? Yeah. Elementals. And gain 4 prestige. And probably get the same event triggered. Or let's take a moment to study the elementals from a distance, in which case we just gain some arcane mana. But 3 times as much, almost, as this option. So I think we're going to fight them, because I want to know what that event is. So this could... Oh, they do have shield. So hopefully this shield doesn't replenish. None of them got paralyzed. This could hurt. Oh, and I didn't use Celerity, or I could have used Finger of Death, or Petrify. Okay, so that damage came out of their shields rather than their health. Alright, we've got 3 down, 3 of them down. And again, the damage came out of the shield. Victory! The Archmage's journal reacts to your touch. It's magically protected, and it's starting to erase itself. You have little time to choose a chapter of the Archmage's life to read. Let's focus on the chapter about his student Posthumus. Interesting choice. Let's focus on the chapter about the tower's construction. Interesting choice. Let's focus on the chapter about the potions he invented. Since we're at the end of this map level, I think that would be the least beneficial. But again, I don't know what you get from it. So, but I'm thinking either posthumous or towers construction. Towers construction will probably give us some room upgrades. No telling what this one would do. So let's choose the let's focus on the chapter about his student posthumous. What's going to happen? According to Septimus's journal, your skull mentor. I was not expecting to read that. Your skull mentor posthumous dabbled in demonic magic, and he was looking into some dangerous rituals. It even seems he was friends with the Lord of Evil a very long time ago. All right, everybody makes mistakes. What kind of demonic spells are we talking about? So we get 2 demonic chamber upgrades and 2, well, I guess it's 5,400 shadow mana. So that seems pretty good. Or, what a horror, we won't make the same mistake, in which case we get light mana and Chamber of Truth instead. I think I'm going to take the shadow one. But what is it? I can't remember what it is that allows students to get more gold from. I don't remember if it's an attribute. 10% chance potions create a random magic scroll usable in the dungeon. Does not remain. Resource transfer. Yeah, so if you have portal magic, you can get up to a 50% chance of extra resources, mana, and gold collected during events. So instead of it being 2,000, it's 5,400 because of the portal magic. Did I already forget? Yeah, because of our levels in portal magic. And since, my portal room is like my strongest room in the school, so we got level 5 in resource transfer, level 3 in resource transfer, level 5 in resource transfer, and level 4 in resource transfer. So that's why we're getting so much. So let's go ahead and grab that shadow mana in the demonology room upgrades. We're up to 17 threat. That fight there was a hint of challenge there, so we need to be a little more careful. Labyrinth. Weird, you've been here before. Maybe? Yet you were sure you took the right path. Where to now? Straight on, left, right, or turn around? Each will immediately trigger a new encounter without the possibility of running away. So, in honor of the band Heart, let's go straight on for you. We're lost! No, no, no! You're going in circles and you hear a noise behind you. Straight on, or turn around and ask whatever is making the noise where to go. In which case we'll combat a single level 19 troll, which is easy enough. Now let's go straight on. Ah, the exit! Ah, the end of the labyrinth. You understand where you are. That is a room where many cultists are gathered around a table eating. No way we're heading back into the labyrinth. Attack! In which case we attack 3 level 20 cultists, and we get the cheese raciclette. Not particularly appealing. Let's move ahead quickly before they get up, in which case we discard a celerity card and get the cheese raclette. Or, sorry guys, I don't mean to disturb you, we just got lost. In which case, because we have at least 30 reputation with the Lord of Evil, we gain 10 reputation with the Lord of Evil, and the threat level is increased by 2. Versus this way we don't get a threat level increase, but we do fight. I think we're going to fight. All right, and 2 of them are paralyzed. Oh, that was an evil laugh. Did I miss something? Did something happen? Looks like we won. And everyone's still at full health. Alright, what now? Forward. We're up to level 20 on the danger meter. So it's going to start getting a little more challenging. The Great Stone Circle Calendar. You find yourself before a gigantic stone calendar. And it's not any old calendar. It's the one from the Great Prophecy. The one that heralds the arrival of evil. A group of cultists stands mute in religious silence before the monument. Let's talk to them about the important upcoming cosmic alignments. In which case we get an armillary sphere and a lunar calendar. Both fairly mundane. Let's see, we don't have 2 evil banners, so we can't choose the blend in option. And Lord of Evil Strength, minus 5%. This would be so nice. Knock the Lord of Evil back 5%. Anyway, burn everything and destroy this cursed calendar. In which case we get Kingdom and Inquisition reputation. We fight 3 level 22 cultists. That's a maybe. And then let's take the cultists by surprise and attack so we can study the calendar, in which case we get 2 observatory cards. This might be the best bet. This would also be good since we get recover some of that lost reputation with the kingdom. I don't want to lose. I don't want to get our reputation below plus 25. So this is kind of appealing. Observatory upgrades would be okay. Observatories produce mana. But they don't produce learning. But since we have an observatory, why not get a better one? And I think we already have the armillary sphere, and I don't care about the lunar calendar. So I think I'm going to take the reputation and the fight. All right, we got 2 paralyses again. He's down. All right, shield's going up. Burn! All right, let's go forward. Up to 24. On the threat meter, strange door. You find yourself before a large door. Its appearance changes depending on the angle you look at it. First it's gold and majestic, and then it's covered in bones, and finally it becomes old and rusted. So we can try to force it open, and we get a key, or we can use a key and get the hourglass and a spell book, or we can use the golden key and get another plane telescope and some gold, 1188 gold. And we don't have the skeletal key, which would give us a demon tapestry, which not that appealing, and some shadow mana. Yeah, I think it's worth using the gold key to get the plane telescope, even though the level's almost over. We're up to threat level 24, moving forward. Treasure chest. An old rusted chest. It's probably filled with treasure, but we would have to be able to unlock it. What a marvelous coincidence. We have a key. Because we have the old key, that works. That gets us some gold, and we lose the old key. Dang, we don't have the right key, so nothing happens. Doesn't assassination training include lock-picking lessons? But we don't have at least 11 in assassination. Assassination would be critical hit, so I don't think we have anything in assassination. So let's go ahead and use the key, We might not get another chance. And wow, look at, I've just noticed right here, up here at it says that Santar writes a Finger of Death scroll. So now we have 3 Finger of Deaths, 1 Petrify, 1 Electromagnetic Explosion, which is good against shields. So like if we came up against those elementals again, 3 Celerity for speed, and healing, which, alright, so I need to pay more attention to the scrolls that we have. A pentagram. On the floor in the middle of the corridor is a pentagram circled with candles. You will have to cross it to continue. This is quite clearly a demonic summoning circle that demonologists love to use as security for their homes. See, our students know a lot about demons. This will be a piece of cake. So, we can fight 2 level 23 demons. Get a pentacle and a demonic chamber. I wouldn't mind having the demonic chamber. Don't really care about the pentacle. If we had at least 8 in ruins, we could fight level 18 instead of level 23 demons. But we would also lose the demonic chamber. Well, it's got to be crossed, in which case we fight 3 level 23 demons and get a demonic chamber card. So far, the first choice is the best, or let's turn around and find another way. Increase the threat level by 3 and gain nothing. So let's take this fight. All right, both are paralyzed. They both have shields. If they weren't paralyzed, I would be very tempted to use this electromagnetic explosion. Removes all monster shields. Use this at the beginning of combat. So, but I think since we got the jump on them with this petrification, we'll get an extra attack in. And I think we'll be able to take out at least one before they do any damage to us, the way things are right now. I was wrong, but at least we eliminated their shields. Oh, damage. But it all came out of the shield instead of the health. So, we win! Alright, threat level 28. The Wandering Architect again. So let's go ahead and protect her, ribbed vaults, arm your spells, or run away. So let's fight 2 level 25 trolls. They don't have shields, but they do have significant health. And what is this up here? I think this... I'm wondering if this 10 indicates the amount of damage they do. We could use Finger of Death on one of them. Celerity. Petrify. Electromagnetic explosion wouldn't do anything. And then Bark Skin grants a student 2 armor points at the beginning of combat for a total duration. I think we're just going to go for it. 20 damage there, 11 there. That must have been a critical hit. And nobody lost health, but 3 of them lost their shields. And both are down. Alright. I wanted to review that. Was that a critical hit? Right, Bark Skin. Demon has been defeated. Alright. Hostile encounter. There we go. Drains 20 health from the troll. It's a critical hit. So yeah, that was a critical hit. Which I thought was based on assassination. Critical hit. Yeah, assassination. The effect of your spells has a up to 50% chance to be doubled. But I didn't think that anyone here... Oh, there it is. 20% chance of critical hit. And yeah, so Mayev is the only one that has that. And nobody needs healing. Let's continue. Oh, I wasn't even aware of what I was clicking on. Alright, so this demon has 32 shield. These other 2 are going to be fairly tough. This might be a tough fight. I'm going to just go in. Oh no! I just realized. He still has 13 shield, 3 shield. Alright, we're into his health. There's an attack. Our shield absorbed most of it. Should be able to take him out this round. Down here, I should have, I believe it's 3 Phoenix Feathers, because I believe I have 3 Pet Phoenix cards that I don't have in play. The intention being, before I do a dungeon, I would sub them out for 3 other familiars in the school for the duration of the dungeon run. And that way, if a student died, we could use the Phoenix Feather to revive them, as long as it's not all 4 students. You know, 1 student per Phoenix Feather. But if all 4 die, it's over. So that was a mistake. I need to be a little more cautious now, since I don't have a second chance. And that's just reminding myself of that. Alright, the dwarf has finished her scribbling. So again, we can get upgrades to the dormitory, refectory, and student halls. I might take that this time. But then again, this would double the benefit to our arcane schools, classrooms, not arcane, alchemy classrooms. Yeah, I'm gonna get these dormitory, refectory, and student hall upgrades. All right, so we're up to 35. I think I'm gonna do one more, and I'm probably going to use the scrolls this time. All right, a cute little dragon flutters at the end of the hall. It looks quite cute. Catch it, and we get a blue dragon, and we discard our petrify card. I don't really want to do that. Let's follow it to its nest. We might find more loot there. This sounds dumb, and it sounds like exactly what I want to do. If we had a gilded key, we could say, let's throw a golden key and see if it follows. Dragons love gold and playing catch. It's a well-known fact. So that would give us the dragon, and we would lose the key. So, no. Let's do the dumb one. Cute little dragon nest. The cute little dragon flutters across several halls until it arrives at a large room in which there sits a gigantic pile of gold. On top, 2 large dragons guard it, and 3 eggs. Those parents don't seem happy. Attack! So, 2 ancient dragons at level 24. If we could avoid fighting, I didn't quite catch what she said. But we would get 3 dragon cards, which we don't want, because we already have, I think we have all 3 of those already, plus we don't have room for more familiars. Or, let's see, we could sing them to sleep with a druidic chant and steal their eggs, so we still get the cards and some gold, and we lose 2 prestige. If we had at least 8 in assassination, I think we have 7, I think we have 7 in assassination. No, we don't. 2 here. Yeah, just the 2. Then we could just steal the gold without consequence, or we could turn around. Let's go on the attack, even though I don't want those dragons. All right, they're petrified. Oh man, the electromagnetic explosion won't work. And then petrify paralyzes all monsters for a round. Use this at the beginning of combat, so it only works if I use it now, but they're already petrified. I could use Finger of Death to kill 1. I could use Bark Skin to give more damage mitigation. So their armor would be 7 instead of 2 if I gave each one of these Bark Skin. Celerity. I think I'm going to use the Finger of Death on this dragon. Oh, it's a Dungeon Lord. So strong and powerful. So I guess I can't use Finger of Death, because this is a boss. Yeah, that's not working. So let's go with Bark Skin. And I could go with Celerity. Yeah, I'm going to go with 3 Celerities. 1 on her, and 1 on each of them. So she'll be casting shield more often, so there'll be more protection. All right, let's go. Let's get it on. All right, so double attacks plus a double attack. Looks like a triple attack there. All right, starting off with 15 shield, where 1 dragon's already down, and through half of its health. All right, shields are up to 30. Yeah, we're sitting pretty. That was pretty smooth. All right, let's call this dungeon a day. We could try to go further without those phoenix feathers. No, I'm not going to do that. Oh, hello, lurker. And so let's go back to the school, but that means that we're almost done. So, we explored 14 halls. Our ending threat level was 39. There are things that can reduce your threat level, so I don't know if this just gives you the ending threat level or it doesn't include the subtractions. So if you your threat level raised a total of 42, but you got 3 back, lowered it at 3 at some point, would it read 42 or 39? And I think it would read 42, but I don't know. All right, we gained 540 arcane mana, 1,500 natural mana, 5,400 shadow mana, 4,800 gold. We lost 10 reputation with the Lord of Evil, gained 20 reputation with the Kingdom, gained 40 reputation with the Inquisition, which I think we were already maxed out. 1 criticality prism, 1 armillary sphere, 2 planar plane telescopes, 1 rune scriptorium card. Oh, that's right, because I changed. 1 enchantment workshop, 1 alchemy room, 1 potion workshop. So we'll do upgrades there. 3 demonic chambers, 1 cheese recyclette, 1 pinnacle card, which we're just going to sell. Refectory card, 2 dorm cards, 2 student hall cards, and then 3 dragons of colors green, white, and black. All right. So the criticality prism, which I believe you can get from one of the challenges, I'm just not sure which one, improves the efficiency of all rooms on the snakes. That's not the criticality prism. There we go. Active teachers in this room perform critical hits as they teach, giving a large knowledge bonus to students. So it does the same thing as the Guardian teacher upgrade, but it's an item that gets placed in a room, assuming the room has a place to put an artifact, and you don't have another artifact you want to place more. All right, the plane telescope. Active students in this room have a chance of extending their studies by 1 year. That's not going to help us much at this point. In the early game, that's good because a student that's here an extra year should have learned more at the end of that extra year or years and get a better future, as well as possibly being a better dungeon crawler. Let's see, what else we got? Just ruins. Oh, it looks like there's something else behind here. The Rassiclet, I've got room for it, so why not use it? It'll just produce more cheese. I've got a refectory up here, if nothing else. And I have at least 2 royal banners. 3, because we want to get back that reputation with the kingdom as quickly as possible. We have 3 dragons. I'm going to sell them for 50 each. 50 shadow, 50 light, and 50 nature. Student hall, we'll upgrade this one first, and then I think there's another one up here. Thought there was one right here. There's one. Let's upgrade this one instead. I think I only have the 2. Dormitory, we'll upgrade the bottom dormitory. Oh, this is dormitory. I was getting confused. Dormitory with refectory. And then dormitory up here. Oh, wait a minute. 3 and 3, and then refectory. Is there no refectory up here? Oh, there's one. This one's 0. This one's 3. So if I upgrade this one, then I can actually, I think I already can activate something, but let's go down and take a look at it. So we can change to short circuits. Eating at this room may improve your reputation with the peasants. It's not that important at this point because we already have 100% reputation with the... Oh, no, it's only 91 with the peasants, but we're not going to get anything out of getting this up to 100. Having it above 75 already gives us our bonus where the guinea pig comes back sooner. All right, I'm going to go with Assassin's Arena. Infernal Wings were already maxed out given the bonuses that we have. Waffle Maker, Janitors. Let's upgrade one of our Janitors Lodges. That one's at level 2, level 2, level 1. I think that's the last one. We've got plenty of gold to spend. Private Bedroom Psychologist. And this shows that we've played this card 5 times. So this one is at level 4, so it's been upgraded several times. I'm going to upgrade it again, I guess. Demonic Chamber down here at the bottom. Pinnacle, going to sell. Now, Plane Telescope. Active students in this room have a chance of extending their studies by 1 year. So I think one of these rooms up here is a good place for that. Although maybe this private bedroom is the place for that. Or this stable? Or this counselor's office? Or in here. Which would affect this library, and this room. As well as the guinea pig tower. That's tempting. I'm gonna take the armillary sphere out of there. Small chance of getting the passionate trait, which makes them better at specializing in a form of magic. Is there somewhere down here it can go? Yeah, I'll put it in here. And I don't know if it's affected by the type of room it's in. It's like if you put it in a stable, would it increase the students' likelihood of becoming specialized in nature magic? I don't know. All right, another demonic chamber. Alchemy room, which... Whoa, this thing is cluttered. There's another demonic chamber. Wow, there's a little bit of a glitch going on down there. All right, potion workshop. Alchemy room. So we can see that, like, if we go to the enchantment workshop... Oh, no. I don't think I have an alchemy room. If I do, it's down here, so I think I'm going to sell it. Yeah, I don't see one. Yeah, I'm going to sell it for 50 gold. Enchantment workshop. That's up to level 23. Rune scriptorium. Now, another plane telescope. I'll just throw it up here in this student or private bedroom. Armillary sphere. Kind of... Oh, I'm running out of place to put that. Now, criticality prism. Where would I... In the demonology classroom, maybe? I don't think there's a place in here. Alright, so that's an artifact versus a... Well, I can't remember the terminology. Let's go to the help book. And... Alright, so yeah, artifacts. The sword symbol is artifacts. And the little chest is a relic. This is something that sits on a shelf. This is something that sits on a ground level stand. Alright, so one's a relic and one is an artifact. So we'll put the tentacle back in here. So students in here can learn portal magic and demonology while they're learning demonology. Critical. Well, I'm not sure I have a good place to put the criticality prism. It's a great little item. Really liven up your classroom. Wow, so I do not want it in the school nurse. I guess I could have it in the time or the enchantment. Let's put it in. Oh, yeah, we could put it in here. So students in either library or the Ruined Scriptorium have a chance of that critical learning. And I don't think it has any effect on the guinea pig chamber. Characters working here have a small chance to get their passionate trait. So is this an artifact or a relic? It's an artifact. So not too many places left to put these. I do have a green symbol, right? Yeah, I've got a green symbol. Guess down here in this stable, that might be the last place. And I just noticed that when we paused, it was right after a teacher or a student got a criticality. I got a critical hit in learning. Let's see. Then it looks like we're back to alchemy supplies. And we don't have alcohol, so we can't make anything. But as you'll notice, I've got 3 large phoenixes here. So we could have taken 3 phoenix feathers with us. We should have. All right. I think it's time to just... Oh, we got more gold to spend. Nature room, no. Village banner, student hall, kind of. Alright, so we've got one down here that's level 2. We've got one up here that's level 1. Remembering, of course, that they start at level 0. Painting, which we had a chance to get during the dungeon. Active characters in this room are bolstered by art, which reduces their growth rate of their needs for some time. And you can click on it to get different images. And then Student of the Month portrait gives students a modifier that allows them to learn faster, but they also get tired faster. So it's kind of good. It makes them make better use of their time. Yeah, I can put it down here in this janitor's closet or in the herbalism classroom. This is a teacher's room, this is a teacher's room, this is a teacher's room, infirmary. And I don't know if it would work here in the lobby. So I'm going to put it here in the herbalism classroom. And that's all we can spend there. So I'm going to take my foot off the brake, and this may be over before we get to do anything else, though. There's some nature mana, and there's some new students, which don't really matter. Ivy. We've got Ivy in here. I could probably put Ivy in here. I'm not sure. The room housing the Ivy and all adjacent rooms become more efficient. We could also upgrade a stable. We don't really need a mandragork, nor do we have a place for one. When we put that armillary sphere down, that took up the last spot. So the stable's mildly tempting. I'm going to go with the Ivy, and then we don't even have any students in these libraries, and we don't have any places for them. This one, active characters in this room have their combat power greatly increased for a few minutes. I'm going to take that out and put the Ivy in there if it'll let me. It will let me. Alright. So now this, I guess I can put in the janitor's closet or in the observatory. Why not? Get some light mana to spend. Another large phoenix. We could go on another dungeon crawl when it comes right down to it. Righteous Cloister or Chamber of Truth. I kind of don't want to, though. Because it would be the same 4 students, and they weren't that great. I guess I'll go with Righteous Cloister. We have a lot of bonuses which make our students learn sacred magic faster. And I am not going to I'm not going to grab these new students, even though it would give us a little bit of gold. Alright, taking my foot off the brake again. Oh, we got some little alchemy mana we can spend. Library upgrade, potion workshop. I'm going to get the library upgrade. Although, not going to do a lick of good. Nobody's even in the library. Alright, is this it? Oh, I didn't hit the brake in time to spend this last little bit of arcane mana. Alright, the Army of Darkness has arrived. This is the end. The Army of Darkness is here, and we cannot defend ourselves. We have to run. Let's not waste any time. So this is going to start our graduation process. Quick diplomas. Hey, we won't leave without our diplomas. We didn't work for nothing. All remaining students instantly finish their curriculum. Is that curriculi? Curricula, maybe? You may automatically calculate their future. Leave a comment if you know. I'll probably look it up. Maybe I'll leave a comment. But you can't trust me. You may automatically calculate their future or look over each one individually. I'll take care of it personally. Alright, ooh, Planewalker, that's nice. So the thing to keep in mind here is even though we're finished with this level, there are 2 more levels before we finish the campaign. And so anything that we get that's going to give us mana or gold or prestige is kind of worthless at this point. And any prestige that we get that would push the Lord of Evil back, it's too late. It's over. So Yeah, so we're looking for permanent gains. So like this makes cross-dimensional rooms more efficient, and that's going to continue on to the next level through the remainder of the campaign. So that's what we're looking for. All right, if we look at this student real quick, we can see that he had 4 level 5s. Oh, 5 level 5s. So he could be an archmage, and we could also look up here and see he could be an archmage. Also could be a Stargate manufacturer, which was pretty cool. Increases the efficiency of your cross-dimensional room, or your portal rooms, which again are what we use to get those Sign of the Eldest amulets. So I am sorely tempted to just keep this. It's a bird in the hand. And let me look up what Stargate manufacturer does again, because I can't remember off the top of my head. And what does psionic do? Well, I just saw that. Psionic reduces... Oh, stupid ad. I am looking at spellcaster-university.fandom.com, looking at futures, which I think they have all of them. I'm not entirely sure. And I was looking at psionic reduces the cost of all cards by 5. So that's kind of nice, but you have to have 5 in temporal magic, or the student to get that future, to qualify for that future, has to have 5 temporal magic, 5 portal magic, and 5 enchantment. All right, but we were looking at, I've already forgotten, Stargate manufacturer. Each season you receive 10 arcane mana, so it's not that great. And you have to get 5 in portal magic and 5 in ruins to even qualify for it. So as hard as that is to get, I'd like to see a little bit better reward for it. But I just like the idea of Stargate manufacturer. We're going to accept Planewalker for that portal room efficiency. Arcane Sculptor. All new students have a plus 0.5% chance of having Arcane Scholar trait and a negative 0.5% chance of having Down to Earth. Down to Earth is the curse that does the opposite of the Arcane Scholar benefit. So Arcane Scholar lets you learn arcane magic faster or more efficiently, and then Down to Earth gives you a 50% penalty. 25% gain, 50% penalty. We have a chance for Arcane Archmage. I think I'm going to keep this. Let's see, hallucinogenic plant gardener. So this is not a permanent gain. It's funny. Basically, it's a marijuana joke. We've got a couple good things up there. Let's see if we can re-roll for a better one. Antidote Master. It increases the efficiency of all potion rooms by 3%. That is pretty darn good. And you only have to have 3 in herbalism, 3 in druidism, 3 in ruins. So herbalism and druid are both nature, and then ruins is alchemy. So this is pretty good. I'm not sure I have a screenshot of this one yet. I'm going to go ahead and take a shot of that. And then if you have the Jack of all trades trait, then you have an increased chance of qualifying, or for it, a higher percentage chance of getting it up here. And this kid does not have Jack of all trades. All right, so we have to accept that. Corrupted Pyromancer increases demonology learning rate by 1%, so that is a permanent gain, and increases your reputation with the Lord of Evil by 15, which is a temporary gain. Archmage is pretty good, but remember, demonology is part of that Sign of the Eldest, so again, I think I'm just going to keep it. Let's see, Great Priest increases sacred magic learning. So again, that's the Righteous Cloister. I don't think there's a way to learn sacred magic passively. No, that's right. There's the stained glass window. So any student that's near a stained glass window or in the... yeah, okay, I just want to make sure I was thinking of that right. That's in the Righteous Cloister or near a stained glass window is going to be getting a 1% increase from that. Dragon Slayer is kind of good, Lich is kind of good, but we're going to keep Great Priest. 4 in Sacred Magic. Dragon Rider, we don't want this as a temporary gain. If you get this early in the game, I would say by year 7 or 8, and you don't have enough dragons, then why not receive a random dragon card? It could be one that you already have. Worst case scenario, you put the second one in there, and if you need more room later, you can get rid of it. But we're going to re-roll because we don't want temporary gains. We want permanent gains. And this is also a temporary gain. But we got to accept it because we don't have any more rerolls. All right, Warlock, demonology learning rate is faster. That's good. We will accept that. Grand Disciplinary Master was not very good either. Let's see, Magic Teacher is pretty good. But we've got Vampire Count, Angel, and Archdruid up there. So let's go ahead and reroll. And Ranger! Oh, that's pretty bad. Oh, even for a temporary gain, it's not a very good temporary gain. Werewolf, all new students have a plus 2% chance of having the light sleeper trait, which I don't like because if I'm using the repentant beds to remove their negative traits, they'll spend less time in bed if they have the light sleeper trait. So I actually don't like the light sleeper trait, even though it's supposed to translate into students spend more time in classrooms. I don't like it. And plus we have, I hope I don't get Grand Disciplinary. All right, Archmage, that's pretty good. Increases mana gains while studying by 1%. Infernal Summoner, gain 10 shadow mana each time you encounter the Lord of Evil. It's not great. Let's go ahead and re-roll. Hello? I am. You okay? Love you. Increases mana gains while studying by 1%, so that's pretty good. And, you know, 4 prestige, so with this amulet, that's going to push the Lord of Evil's progress back a lot. Too bad it's too late. All right, let's go ahead and accept that. Another Archmage. Cultist is pretty good. Let me look up Cultist. And there's an ad. Join our email list. Why? Let's see, Cultist. Each season earn 1 arcane mana per deep one in school. It's not great, but it's something. It's not horrible. Old one is better, and I think there's also a great old one. Let me see if I can find great old one first. Grandma Eater, I haven't seen that before. If you have 2 in assassination and the bully trait, the efficiency of your bright staff refectory increases by 1%. Grandma Eater? Is that new? Great old one. So great old one increases the efficiency of your observatories by 3%. Nothing to get excited about. Versus old one. Old one. All new students have a 2% chance of having the scholar trait. Oh, I thought it was better than that. That's not bad though. Let's see, Archmage. We're just going to keep that. Archmage again. Ooh, Psionics on the board, which we just looked it up. I've already forgotten what it does. Reduces the cost of all cards by 5. Oh, yeah, so graduating multiple Psionics. You know, if you can reduce the cost of all cards by 25 or 30, especially at the early part of the game, that's really beneficial. Of course, some cards start off, I can't remember what the lowest draw is. I think it's 100. So if you graduate 20 Psionics, does it start at 0? And if you graduate 21 Psionics, does it start at -5? It pays you 5 gold or 5 mana or whatever. I would like to test that, but without the benefit of overpowered cleaning potions, I don't think that's going to be possible. Tempted to reroll. Psionic, Warlock, Magician Prince, all good. Archmage, maybe better. I'm going to reroll anyway. Psionic, there we go. Reduces the cost of all cards by 5. And again, for that, you need 5 Temporal, 5 Portal, and 5 Enchantment. I'm not sure that I have a screenshot of that, so let's get that. Magician Prince, receive 1 light mana each season for each elf in the school. I think I would rather have Archmage, maybe even Angel. Archmage, I'm so happy. Let's see, Archmage on the board again. Famous Bard, famous Bard, famous Bard. Not to be confused with Minstrel. But Hero reduces all prestige losses by 0.5%. I think we can do better. For Hero, you need 2 in Heroism and a total of 7 levels. Oh my god, Druid. Please, can I reroll again? Guess not. Circus Handler. 1 in Beast Magic, 1 in Elementalism. These are temporary gains, and we've got some good permanent gains up there. Time Traveler, that's a good one. Increases temporal learning rate by 1%. Another Archmage. I do not want Grand Disciplinary Master, so I will not be re-rolling. Shapeshifter, 200 natural mana, and increases Druidism learning by 0.5%. So you get a permanent and a temporary gain there. We've got Demon, Warlock, Corrupted Pyromancer, Pet Demon Breeder, Shaman. So actually, Shaman, I can't remember if that's good or not. So we've got some good ones up there. I think I'm going to keep this, though, because there's also some bad ones down here. Magic Teacher. All new teachers have a 1% chance of being better educators, which doesn't matter that much if the magic hat is working for you. It starts you off better. I guess that's true. But we've got old ones. We've got some good ones up there. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll because I'd say we have a Magic Historian. I'm not sure I know that one. We had a pretty good chance of getting something better, and Archmage was better. Portal Master, I like that one. Let me look up Magic Historian. The progress of evil is lowered by 1%, so it's a temporary gain. Yeah. Corrupted Pyromancer again, so we get that mix of permanent and temporary. Sigil Master. What is a Sigil Master? I've seen that before. Students learn alchemy magic 1% faster. So that's all three schools or sub-schools of alchemy: the enchantment, potions, and ruins. So Sigil Master would be good to get. The requirements or prerequisites: 3 in heroism, 3 in demonology, 3 in ruins. I'm gonna re-roll. No! Oh, for as hard as Grand Disciplinary Master is, 4 in demonology, 4 in sacred magic. So you have to have shadow and light classes. Gain 20 light mana each time you interact with the other head teacher, which he shows up maybe twice, maybe 3 times per map area. That's disappointing. Cultist, I think we can do better. Let's try it. Yeah, Archmage, arguably better. I think we'll keep Archmage there. Chimera Creator. Haven't seen this one in a while. Let me get a screenshot because I'm not sure I have one. All right. Increases efficiency of stables by 3%. All right. 4 in beast magic, 2 in necromancy, 4 in enchantment. So it's a pretty hefty requirement in nature, shadow, and alchemy schools. So yeah, you earn that 3%. I'm going to accept it. Let's see, Archmage again. War Tattoo Artist. I'm going to look that one up for you. And myself. Improves your relationship with orcs by 2%. So that's a temporary gain. I'm pretty sure that's a temporary gain. The way it's worded, it would be. Let's see, we also have Stargate, Manufacturer, Demon, Corrupted Pyromancer. So there's some other good ones up here. Oh, what about War Leader? There's Warlord. Each season earn 1 alchemy mana per half-orc in the school. And I don't see War Leader, so maybe that's what Warlord is. Wait. Warlock, Werewolf, Wild Lord, War Tattoo. So yeah, no War Leader. So that's probably Warlord. But it's not politically correct, right? So maybe it shouldn't be. Let's see, Archmage. Yeah, we're going to re-roll. Archmage is acceptable. So with as many Archmages as we have graduated, we should just be raking in the mana. I should have like 100. I'm not sure how many Archmages have graduated, but it's been quite a few. Let's see, Warlock is good enough, so I'm going to accept that. Time Warrior, receive 2 arcane mana each season. No matter what? I think I'm going to accept it, even though it's not great. Because in order to get 100, you'd have to go through 50 seasons. So you'd have to graduate a lot of Time Warriors for this to actually be beneficial, or noticeably beneficial, even at reduced card rates. I'm going to accept it just because it's rare, and I don't know that I've graduated one of these guys before. So you need, was it 4 in Time Magic and 2 in Heroism? There was a man with a crooked sword and a crooked shield, and he graduated to be a Time Warrior. Alright, Golem Manufacturer gives me an unfinished Golem artifact and 250 gold. So that's temporary gains. We've got some better stuff on the board. Archmage, there we go. I love it when things work. I think I'll accept Warlock. Magic Teacher. I don't think Apothecary's that good. We didn't. Oh, it's better than Ranger. Got to be better than Ranger. Another Arcane Sculptor. Alchemist. Receive 3 random... Whoa! What happened? Unholy Bun. Thanks for the follow. Have you played this game much? I was not expecting anyone new to show up today. Welcome aboard. And thanks for the follow. Hopefully that means you plan on coming back. I probably won't be playing as much Spellcaster University going forward, but there aren't that many people putting out content. You haven't put... Okay, yeah. There aren't that many people that I've seen putting out Spellcaster University content, at least not of much quality. There's one guy that Navarius recommended. Anyway, yeah, so if people are interested, I'm going to continue playing it. I haven't learned to hate the game yet. It's still fun. It's just a little repetitive, so... as much as I like Alchemist, I don't like the rewards, especially at the end of the level, so we're going to re-roll that one. That'll work. Magician Prince. So you haven't played... yeah, I mean, do you have any questions about the game? Archdruid... Yeah, we can do better than Shepherd, can't we? Yeah, nice. Bloodlord. Receive 5 shadow mana each season. That's better than 2 each season. It's still not very good, but only 3 in potions and 3 in demonology. It's not much of a requirement, but, you know, also be a vampire. I think I'm going to accept it, though. Scholar, looks like we can do better. Watch me get Dragon Rider. Cultist, Archmage. I think Cultist was a little bit better. Archmage, let's keep it. Great Priest increases Sacred Magic Learning. We'll keep that. Yeah, we'll keep that. Craftsman for enchantment workshops. We'll keep that. Shepherd, no, we won't keep that. Mirror Manufacturer, so Righteous Cloisters, 1% more efficient. There's so many things that increase the efficiency of Righteous Cloisters that I probably shouldn't complain about the cards not coming up that often. Necromancer, so this is strictly a temporary gain. Let's see if we can get something. Inquisitor increases all Inquisition reputation gains by 1.5%. That's kind of good. Nothing to brag about. We can do better than Magic Teacher, right? Watch me get hallucinogenic plant. Nope. Vampire Count, receive 1 shadow mana each season. But it's not that hard to get. Be a vampire and have at least 14 levels of magic. So you can get quite a few vampire counts, especially over the campaign. Magician Prince, Archmage is up there. Arcane Advisor. I am going to keep this. Receive 1 light mana each season for each elf in school. Scholar, let's go ahead and re-roll. The Scholar's good, but I've had so many Scholars, and there's some other good things up here. So Archmage, I'm not going to re-roll on Archmage. Yeah. Hero, I don't love Hero. And with Angel and Archdruid up there, let's go ahead and re-roll. Unicorn Handler. The Dolmen Room is 0.5% more efficient. Let's see, Corrupted Pyromancer. Again, we could probably keep that for the demonology bonus. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff up here that's not good, so let's go ahead and accept that. Worm Summoner increases the efficiency of greenhouses by 1.5%. 0 prestige, but I mean, this is pretty good. So it's a nice bonus. Hero, again, we've got Great Priest. I'd even prefer Librarian over Hero. Alright, Great Priest. So Sacred Magic is improved. Pack Leader, receive 1 natural mana. Nature, natural mana each season for each werewolf in the school. Angel, Scholar, Paladin. I don't want Dragon Rider. Time Emissary and Great Priest would be good. There's a small chance I could get something I'd prefer to Pack Leader. Probably about a 30 to 40% chance, and then there's some crap. Let's go ahead and re-roll. Time Emissary, I am happy with that. Temporal Rooms are 1% more efficient. Magic Teacher. Let's go ahead and re-roll. Elemental Summoner, your Elementalism dojos are 1% more efficient. I like that. It's the genie from Aladdin. I shouldn't say that. I don't want them to get sued. They're already have to worry about getting sued by J.K. Rowling, don't they? Oh, I re-rolled Druid and got Druid. Time Traveler, I like that. Temporal Rooms are learning, increases the temporal magic learning rate by 1%. They word some of these differently. Increases the efficiency of this room by 1%, or increases the learning rate by. So I don't know if that means this increases the learning rate but doesn't increase the mana production. But I also suspect that the learning rate and the mana production are directly tied, so you can't increase the learning rate without the. But again, how are we really supposed to know? I'm going to keep that, although Portal Master's up here, and you know how I like to increase my portal efficiency. Clockmaker, Adventurer, Librarian, and Youth Potion Seller. So we're going to keep Librarian. Cultist, ooh, Time Traveler's up there, and Elementalist, and Youth Potion Seller. Let's go ahead and re-roll. And we got Cultist anyway. Clockmaker, so 0 prestige plus this is temporary. Yeah, it's not good. Elementalist, nice. Great Priest, I think we'll keep. Ooh, Metamorph. What is a Metamorph? I'm gonna have to look that one up too. Metamorph. Obviously, it's a shapeshifter, right? But it's a shapeshifter that's not a shapeshifter. Each season receive 2 nature mana. I think I can live without that. So we will keep Great Priest, right? And I think Calligrapher improves your ruin efficiency. Calligrapher. All new students have a plus 0.5% chance of being more intelligent. Oh, so that's actually kind of good. But it's only 0.5%, and you're not going to graduate too many calligraphers. You need 3 in ruins and 1 in herbalism, but I haven't graduated that many of them. Not worth the reroll. Too small a chance. Yeah, let's go ahead and accept Great Priest. Priest, on the other hand, temporary gain. Let's see if we can do better. We can't. Nice. Elemental Summoner. Shadow Agent? What is a Shadow Agent? Then I have to look that one up too. Oh, I just saw it. Shadow Binder, Shadow Agent. All new students have a plus 2% chance of having the beautiful trait. Shadow Agent? I guess. But yeah, we're going to keep Elemental Summoner. Time Traveler, we'll keep that. Warlock, we'll keep that. Scholar. Carded Pyromancer, War Leader, Scholar, Elemental Summoner, Elementalist, Portal, Time Traveler. Ooh. So this kid did well in Arcane and nothing else. You know, didn't do too bad for being dumb. I think we're going to reroll. And we got Elementalist. I like it. Conscripted Mage. Increases all king reputation gains by 1%. So, we'll do that. Right? Yeah, we'll keep that. Let's see. Minion, no. Librarian, it's an improvement. Paladin, all prestige gains increased by 0.5%, as opposed to Hero, which reduces all prestige losses by 0.5%. And for Paladin, 2 in Sacred, 4 in Heroism. Yeah, we're going to keep that. Not a lot of good options up there. Peasant or Dead? I think we'll accept Peasant. We've got 5 futures remaining. Shepherd or... I can't remember if Ritual Master has a permanent gain or not. 2% chance of Dead. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll, see if we can get Ritual Master. Alright, so that's a temporary gain as well. Alright, Peasant, Ritual Master, or Dead. Let's go ahead and accept Peasant because prestige doesn't matter at this point. And alright, ooh, Necromancer, Ghoul, Worm Summoner. So he's in his first year. He got 4 in Demonology and 1 in Herbalism and 2 in Portal. So not quite enough. Wait a minute. Oh, not Demonology, Necromancy. So he didn't get enough. How did he get Portal Magic without getting any Demonology? Maybe there's a... Yeah, is there a tentacle in the crypt? I don't see one. Oh, maybe there's a window to another world. Yeah, I've got 2 windows to another world in the crypt, so while he was learning necromancy, he was passively learning portal magic. That's how that happened. Yeah, we could probably do better. Let's see if we can do better than Necromancer. Ghoul! Your new students have 2% chance of losing the claustrophobia negative trait. Well, better than the sharp stick in the eye. Dead. Well, the wings are more appropriate then, aren't they? Let's go ahead and re-roll. Priest! Except that, and 1 more after this. Another Peasant. And it's not really worth trying to re-roll for the Ritual Master. Alright, so we're done. This is it. All is left to do is say goodbye to the school and leave. Give me a second. Alright, so here's our score. We got our 3 stars, which gives us a legendary spell book at the beginning of the next level. Can I... Oh, I don't want to do that yet. I don't know if I can save game at this point. So I think we graduated 40 Archmages in this round. Oh, crap. Forgot to pause it. So you can see that the Lord of Evil got pushed back at least this far. I was talking for about, was that 10 seconds? And if we take the foot off the brake here, so it was probably, we probably pushed the Lord of Evil's progress back to about here between our deep ones and our sign of the eldest amulets on our graduates. So Archmage, Warlock, Librarian, anything particularly interesting? 6 Portal Masters, 6 Demon Breeders, which was our curriculum goal. 5 Time Travelers, some Elementalists. 4 Sandman. I didn't notice that, but so I don't think it's going to show me what Sandman does from here. No, but I can look it up over here. Sandman dormitories are 0.5% more efficient, which if they're in, I don't mind that, because if they're in a repentant bed, then the repentant bed should be 0.5% more efficient as well, I think. All right, and looking, I don't think there's going to be anything too interesting left in our graduates. Wow. 1 Psionic, 1 Midwife. Midwife is interesting, especially if you have graduated like 10 of them. What exactly does it do again? I just know that it's good if you get several of them. Groups of new students are on average plus 3% more numerous. Yeah, so if you get like 10 of them, then that's like a 30% increase. So if you have 5, if the game thinks you should have 5 students coming in and you've got a 30% increase, then you could get 6 or 7, probably 6. Antidote Master, and then I don't know what these shields along the side are. Like if we look at the Archmage, that's 200. Excuse me. If we look at the vampire count, that's 120. So it's not prestige. I don't know what that symbol, what that number is supposed to mean. Anyway, got our legendary spell book. We trained 247 students over 15 years. We gained 626 prestige. Average reputation was 27, which kind of meaningless. At the end, our average prestige was probably like 85 to 90. Guinea pig scent, only 32. We drew 553 cards. We made 69,000 gold, 136,000 arcane mana, 160,000 natural mana, 98,000 shadow mana. Lagging a little there. 119,000 light mana and 114,000 alchemy mana. So natural mana was in the lead. Interesting. Oh, well, yeah, that's a little surprising. All right, so let me see if I can save game here. And then we can go to end game, although no, I'm actually going to end it here. Because if I do anything other than Alt F4 at this point, it could give me a different saved game. So, yeah, I'm going to avoid that. So instead, we're just going to wrap it up. I know you just got here, but it's time to say goodbye. I was only streaming for just over 2 hours. I was a little surprised that we lasted that long, but I guess the graduation ceremony and that dungeon crawl took up quite a bit of time. All right, so that's the end of the Volcano in the Chaos Challenge. We'll probably be going to the desert. If anyone wants to request a location, I'm sure this will hit YouTube well before I start another one. And I'm not even sure if I'll be doing the next one on live stream. Probably, but I can't help but feel like a better option would be to just produce a YouTube video, since most of the action I see for Spellcaster University is on YouTube and not on Twitch. And then I can condense it so it's a little more interesting, or a little less tedious or boring. We'll see. Anyway, all the things, you can check the descriptions for ways to help out the channel. Like, subscribe, you know how that works. Share a link with a friend, let them know if this is what you're looking for, this is where to find it. And thank you for thanking me. You're definitely welcome. And thanks for saying hi. It's always more fun when you're here, like I like to say. So hopefully we'll see somebody, maybe you, maybe someone else next time. Until then, be well. I feel like I'm leaving too early. I almost forgot to put on my magic hat. Big hat. It's funny, right? Well, until then, we'll see you, and be well. Thanks again. I don't think that worked. No, it didn't work at all. See, it worked that time. Why didn't it work the time?